This bumper was put on by the previous seller, previous owner. He didn't, at the time, didn't have all the parts. We have the complete bumper for this, for this, the correct bumper for this car. The engine is currently out of the car. It's in Detroit, where it's been fully restored by probably the best engine guy still alive, a fellow named George Erikellian. Engine's completely done. Bird cage for a supercharged car. Everything fits very nicely, everything's straight. This is the engine compartment. Fenders are in good shape. Here's the left-hand side of the body. Watch this door close. I mean, how many cords do that? My brand new Suburban won't do that. Interior was replaced by this guy probably in the 60s. So the entire interior needs to be redone. Obviously the top needs to be redone. But the color scheme for this car was cigarette cream, ox blood red interior, black top. However, you can paint anything you want if you buy it. Well, I'll have the windshield motors and all that stuff in boxes. Here is the right side of the car. This is probably the most body work you have to do right here. You know, there's a dent in the front right fender. I think that's pretty straightforward. Again, car is in remarkably good condition. That's why, we acquired it. I think this door here needs a little grease, but you'll see it closes very nicely too. See, everything's this car's never been wrecked. It's all nice and straight. This is an excellent place to start a restoration. If you want to, you could. I guess if you wanted to, you could just put the engine transmission in there and get it going. I've already got the brakes working, so you can just drive it like it is, I suppose. One of the restorers I already showed it to, only thing he noticed is it looks like the car had been high centered right here somewhere, and it looks pretty minimal, but that you need to know about that. Here's the back of the car. This is kind of humorous. You can see where Jim Wilson put a bumper hitch on the back of this thing. He was, he was a backyard mechanic, and this was his everyday driver for a while. And when he moved to the West Coast, he attached a trailer to the back of his car and drove it the whole way. But the back of the car was in very, very good condition. Wood appears to be in pretty good shape. Watch this door close. This is unreal. I mean, you can tell this car's never been wrecked. Cords just don't do that. This thing, look at the seams on this thing. It's in great condition. I'm gonna have to prop it up somehow to prop this door open so I can take shots of the inside. Here are the top irons right here. I'm storing a lot of the parts inside here just to save space in my garage, but we have brand new stainless steel for the exhaust. Two sets of gauges. Engine was originally FC. You have the high speed 150 mile per hour speedometer in there right now, but there's a whole other set for a regular car because he had to replace the ruined FC, put an FB in there, and drove it as a normally aspirated car for a number of years. When we acquired it, we had the FB, a late model, upgraded to the FC configuration, fully restored, and put the original blower back on there. The current engine has been re-stamped with the correct FC number. You see, here's the transmission cover in the back seat, very good condition. I got the light on now. You might be able to see the interior a little bit better. There are the top irons. They appear to be nice and straight. We took it to Auburn and ran through the parade in 2012, the year of the unrestored car. And up there in Auburn, they had no problem putting this top down for the first time in, probably 57 years. And so the top irons are okay. Of course, they have to be restored, but and all the expensive stuff is here. See those latches right there on the side and on the back. You will need to put an oval window in there, which I think they can be acquired, but I don't have one of those. But obviously, this is a simple interior that he put in there years and years ago. He just wanted to drive his car. And apologize for all the extra stuff in the car, but it's easier to transport with everything in the car. Well, with some in the car. Here's the interior from the Passenger side, again, this door, the hinges need to be greased, but I mean, it's a, everything fits fine. I just have to push this one closed, but I mean, you just don't see cords that haven't been all twisted and flexed. This thing has never been wrecked. Now we'll look at the inside from the other side. Again, there's those high dollar latches. You don't want to be buying those separate. Hood's, very good condition, Oh, wait till you see the side screens. I have got flawless side screens. I am particularly proud of these. These are side screens, and in my opinion, the best looking ones were the mesh type rather than the newer slotted kind. Boy, these are gorgeous. I just love these things. I mean, how gorgeous are those things? Really beautiful. I think these were done from Paul's of, I don't know, New Jersey, New York, someplace back there, but they are flawless. Really pretty. I got both of them in there. Here's an example of more things that are done. These are the seat releases. So a lot of the stuff's been done. Of course, if you want to do a really proper restoration, you'll have them all re-chromed at the same time so they're all the same tint, but you don't have to. Here's another example of some of the replacement parts I've already bought. We didn't want a lumpy radiator top, so we bought the new top tanks, all brass, and so here are the new, I think the top and bottom tanks right here, all perfect. And so that's another example of something you don't have to pay for. Then let's see here. Here's from Rhode Island Wire. Rhode Island Wire is one of the best places for to get wiring harnesses, and these are all 10 wiring harnesses for the cord. Haven't even opened them yet, but that's where most guys get the wiring harnesses. The whole kit's in there, ready to go. Maybe we can get some more photos of the dash from the inside. Roll this window down. See, everything's actually working pretty darn good. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, here's another box I found inside the car. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, here we go. Hubcaps, very good condition. Probably never been used. The whole set's in there. Here's another shot inside the car. I don't know if it has a radio. I can't recall seeing one, but I'll keep looking. No guarantees on that. This was a cold weather car. This had the defroster vents from behind the windshield, and we've got those in a box. Oh, optional ashtray. You don't see too many of those. I have a brand new dash panel. Well, brand new. It's labeled 1961 from Auburn Cord Parts, Stan Gilliland. Still in the 1961 newspaper, but have a brand new replacement dash panel. Here are all the chrome towel bars for the bumpers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, you know, the bumpers are all there. We'll go through these boxes next. Here's some more boxes we can go through. Here's that dash panel I talked to you about. You know, it's right here. It's in fine condition. So, got one of those sitting ready to go. Yeah. Stan Gilliland, 1961, I believe it was. Here's more stainless steel tubing for the outside. Everything's in a box and numbered, and you'll see another category on the USB that shows us each numbered box and what's inside them. Let's see here. Oh, tons of gaskets that you can use. Just lots of everything extra. Not sure what's in here. Let's find out. Oh, I guess the joints for the front of the car. So I'm not really a mechanic, so forgive me if I don't use the exact proper term for everything. Well, I hope this little tour has helped you visualize this car a little better. It's just something I don't have the strength to finish, but it's a very nice starting point for either a full restoration, or if you just want to drive it like it is. I mean, it'll definitely run if you put the engine transmission back in there and hook everything back up. So we're only the third owners, and we know where this car's been every day of its life. So came out of Chicago area, and then a fellow named Jim Wilson bought it and had it for many, many years, and very emotional the day that I came to pick it up. So you'll see a section on the USB that has all the black and white historical photos of young Jim Wilson and his wife dating in the car, and then getting married, and then the 3 daughters showing up over time. And I would hope that someday that whoever finishes this car will take Alice, the widow, and the 3 daughters for a ride down this in the Auburn Parade with the top down. They never got a chance to go back there, but you know, Phaeton seats 5 very easily, and I would love it if one of you guys would get this thing running and fulfill their dream, because Jim Wilson never got to take it back to Auburn. again, this is the major. This little dent here is the major body work. One last shot of these doors. I'm so proud of these things. I'm tempted to send this video to my Chevy dealer and make my Suburban work this well. But, you know, this is proof this car has never been wrecked. I mean, it's straight as an arrow. So I hope one of you guys picks it up. I know I'm getting ready to send out this USB to about 7 different guys, and I'll just have to wait to hear from whoever gets back to me first. But you first come, first serve. Right now it's $130,000 for everything, unless somebody wants to up a little bit and guarantee my full attention. Talk to you later, and good luck. For those of you who don't know me, full name is William Cord Hummel. I'm oldest grandson of Virginia and E.L. Cord. He was my mom's dad, and I own this car jointly with my brothers Peter and Stephen. And so, you know, my situation is I'm not the one to finish this thing, but you will be able to say this Cord came from the Cord family collection. Good luck.
Okay. Man!
Nice! So nice!
Why is he doing that?
They got a little wobble in them.
Bill, can you grab a hold of this and tighten the caps really tight right now? Just saying if he's going to grab the spark plug wire.
Well, that's quiet.
Well, I got some big mufflers on there. We can take the mufflers off if you want to tell them.
No, but I mean, this is our engine. Running great. And the supercharger's working?
Why can't they make a decent pulley for the water pump or the generator?
Is that normal?
The water pump is a little, but not mine's working now. Yeah, I mean, maybe that would save a generator or a water pump. It wouldn't be that big a deal to pop a few of those out.
I noticed when I got home, in fact, Sunday when we left, the water pump in my white car was making that. Look at that arc right there. You see it arc? I heard it.
Yeah,
It jumped. It's got a crack.
Yeah, the crack up the door.
It's running. First time since 1957.
Well,
They're just sitting on there. There's the oil pressure. You want to look at oil pressure.
40-something.
45 pounds right now. Idle probably a little high.
Well, the thing is, originals, yeah, I used to heard of some of the others about hurricanes and
Nice. Starts up easy. Running smooth. Cool. George, that's just great.
Okay, holds 10 pints. You said 80, 90?
Yeah, 80, 90. But see, when you fill them up with 5 quarts, and that should be right. You know, that should be right to that thing there. But then you screw the plug back in, and then either add a pint or a quart to it.
Okay. One extra pint over?
Yeah,
That sure is pretty. These are the guys you use to clean them up.
yeah, and that, I mean,
Gorgeous.
Well, why even? I mean, for that price, would you?
Oh.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No, that's, they keep asking, he says, where the hell are you getting all these
And
things?
you still get gaskets for this thing?
Yeah, yeah. It's just a cork gasket goes around here. And then there's one in the front. That's it.
Is this the drain there? What is that there?
Yeah, that's for the differential.
Okay,
You got two drains. You got one up in front and one in the back.
okay. All right.
That one, somebody added another hole here. I don't know what they added that for, but I just put a plug in it.
Okay. That sure is pretty. Now, is this the serial number of the transmission?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's the serial number.
Do you always start with a T?
Yep. And sometimes on some of the transmissions, they'll be stamped, what the heck is it? I think, along the side. It's kind of, yeah, but on a, and then usually on right here, yeah, you can see it. On this surface around here, they'll have the gear ratio that it had in it.
Okay.
See, in this one's a 4310. I don't know if you can see that or not. See it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I see it.
Yeah,
Yeah, 4310.
yeah, that one was originally a 4310.
So even though mine's supercharged, you reckon if it was yours, you'd keep a 4310 in there?
I tell you what, my car had a 4310 in it. And then, of course, everybody's saying, oh, it should have a 4710 in it, 47. So when I put the new transmission in, I put a 4710.